Hello, guys. Hello. I am back, as I promised. Today I am not feeling overly motivated, but I'm trying to stay on track here and film whenever I have the chance when I'm in nature. I am out at my partner's place. Him and his family have a really beautiful piece of property with lots of forest. So it's really nice for me to be able to get outside and take a seat and share. So if this is your first time here, my name is Casey. I make videos mostly about FND. That has been kind of my journey in the last year. And so I've been really enjoying connecting with people about this disorder, illness, not sure what you want to call it, disability. So I've had a lot of changes this year and over the last couple of months, and so I thought I would kind of continue to share that after I took my break. So this video is going to be about my medication currently. I've tried a lot of medications throughout the last year. A lot of them kind of didn't work, or they would work but have a lot of side effects. So my goal is to be medication free. I don't know if that's actually possible. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. A lot of people and doctors say there is actually no medication to treat this disorder, and I do believe that to be true. I think some doctors have come to me and said that, you know, if you can treat like anxiety and kind of mental health side of it, that it might be able to help treat the disorder. So that's kind of been the approach with me. I have really bad anxiety and I'm autistic, so I have a lot of challenges with that. Yeah, so for the last year or so we've been kind of on that route. So currently I am on 600 milligrams of pregabalin a day. I take 300 in the morning and 300 in the afternoon or evening. This medication is pretty good. I don't realize any hard side effects. I do think it causes quite a bit of fatigue, but it's hard to differentiate between that and also the fatigue just coming from the disorder. I have been considering coming off of this one just because I think it would be easiest one to come off of, to like slowly start coming off all my meds. Unfortunately, I have tried to drop down, just take 100 milligrams away every day, and I have noticed that I'm starting to get nerve sensations. So the medication essentially is for nerve pain, and it can also kind of promote relaxation and calmness. So they're kind of thinking that it could be dual use for anxiety and also any sort of nerve sensations that the disorder gives. So I actually didn't really struggle with that much nerve sensations until this year coming off of it, which is strange. I don't know if that will be short term or not, but I have come off, like tried to come down a little bit too fast and realized that it was giving me side effects. So the nerve sensations that I get are a lot in my face. I get like kind of like a heaviness, almost like I feel like I'm wearing a clay mask, and my eyes feel really weird. And I also just get like a really cool kind of numbness sensation, and I wouldn't really necessarily say it's like pain, but it does make my head feel weird, so it kind of gives me anxiety, which then I think can trigger seizures. So I'm unsure of how easy that one's going to be to come off. So right now I'm sitting around 500 milligrams. I might go back up to 600, which is the max. So there's that one. And then my other one that was kind of my main is venlafaxine. And I can't remember that's like the brand name. I don't actually remember the actual name of it. Anyways, so that one was okay. I was crawling up to 150 milligrams, which was in February, March. We kind of just kept going up because I was experiencing a lot of anxiety, and we're kind of just trying to figure out my symptoms from FND. And when I started going up to 150, I was switching back and forth from 112 to 150 every second day, because I felt like the going up process was kind of giving me some side effects, like feeling a bit wired and just weird. Um, and so she said, it would probably go away. And so I took, I think, almost 3 months just back and forth from 150 to 112. But I started to get a rash on my chest, which isn't super common, but it was like not raised, it was just red, kind of almost looking like eczema dryness on the underneath my chest and kind of coming up. And then I finally jumped up to 150 and it spread to my neck and was really blotchy and quite itchy. And so that was kind of a sign, I think this is giving me a rash. And also after about a couple days of taking the 150, I experienced no appetite and really bad confusion, and then all of a sudden it really triggered my seizures. So I had like 2 or 3 really, really bad days where I was extremely confused. I couldn't do anything. My seizures were just out of this world, and I had really, really bad anxiety. As most of you know, with anti-anxiety meds, a side effect can be anxiety. So after that, I was like, okay, I absolutely do not, my dog is freaking out over a bird. I absolutely do not want side effects. Like, I am struggling enough from the disorder. I do not want to add any more mental strain. So immediately I was like, all right, I'm just done. Like, I want to be med free. Like, this is really hard on me. So I dropped back down to 112 solidly. And right now I'm staying there. The rash went away from my neck. I still do have a little bit on the sides and it is quite itchy. But it just gave me some ease. Like, okay, I know what's causing the rash. Unfortunately, the venlafaxine is very hard to come off of, and it will take time. My psychiatrist said that you can switch over to Prozac, something like that, and it's like similar, but the half-life is different, so it's easier to come off of. I don't know the whole science behind it. I see her June 2nd, I think, to kind of talk about what's the next plan of trying to be med-free. Yeah, so that's that one. And then I also take just, what's half of 25? So Seroquel, I take half of a 25 pill just at nighttime. So Seroquel is usually, it's an antipsychotic, usually for like bipolar. Some people use it for sleep, some people use it for anxiety. I have used it for anxiety in the past. And I just used like the lowest dose, which is 25. And I actually cut that in half because it really affects me. It's very sedative. And I've been using that for sleep. I don't know that I'll need to stay on it. I don't really like that one because it does affect your memory and can make you really groggy in the morning. And I have come off it before and it has made me feel really weird and like my memory is really strange. Obviously that goes away. And yeah, that's all of the medication I'm taking right now. So like I said, the goal is to be drug-free. Unfortunately, I don't actually know if that's possible. I am really noticing recently that my anxiety has been pretty high. There's some changes in my life right now, so I'm just really trying to sit with that anxiety and, doing yoga and meditation and breathing exercises and just realizing that anxiety and stress is a big part of life. Like, we can't escape that. As Buddha says, like, life is suffering, and I think a big thing is just learning how to just deal with those stressful moments, learning to sit with feelings. It's really important to just go to therapy and work through trauma because I think that really affects FND and can also trigger it. So I think just like taking time to get in touch with your feelings. Yeah, if I could find a medication that didn't give me big side effects, I think that I would actually stay on it. But it's just not natural for the body. It's really challenging. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it here. Yeah, I'm pretty distracted. I'm sorry. So, yeah, if you like that video, give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Are you guys taking medication? What works for you? And